friends, and how are you doing today? Today's video is about a real exam like IELTS speaking interview that we are going to conduct here at your own institute, Your Bright Futures. It's in city Moga in Punjab, where I personally train the students, and if you wish you can also join here, and one day just like one of the students here you can be on the screen. And let's check out the proficiency of this student and let's see how well prepared the student is. I must always tell the students to watch the complete video, follow it step by step, understand what exactly is there in the real IELTS exam, how much time the examiner spent, and how many number of questions you can expect in the real exam. And one thing, following the 4 parameters as the examiner follows, you have to tell in the comment section what score or what band score the student can actually expect in the real exam, and how much practice do you actually think the student needs. So without wasting time and skipping the formal questions, I'm heading to introduce the student to you. The name of the student is Lakwinder. So I will be asking the very next question that the examiner generally asks: where do you come from?
I come from Pikha. It's a small town between Bagab and Moga.
Okay, thank you very much. And how did you get here today?
Well, I reach here by my personal bike.
Okay, that's very nice. And how long did it take you to reach here?
Well, I take approximately 1 hour to reach here.
Okay, so today's test starts, and I'll ask you the first part, introductory. So in today's test, I will ask you a few introductory questions related to wallets. Do you keep a wallet?
Definitely, I use a wallet on a daily basis because it's a very good way to organize, carry money, as well as it has apartments which I carry my debit card as well as my license.
Very nice. Do you prefer branded or non-branded wallets?
Well, I prefer branded because this fashion is quite, so I definitely use this wallet because its quality quite good.
Very nice. Have you ever lost your wallet?
Unfortunately, I lost my wallet last year. Actually, I traveled in a crowded bus. At that time, one person pocketed my wallet. At that time, along with my money, I always lost my license.
Okay, that's sad. And let's move on to another topic, and the topic would be museums. Have you ever visited a museum?
Definitely, I have a profound interest in history. So last month I visited a museum in Amritsar, and I get a lot of knowledge about painting as well as about historical events.
What kind of things are generally kept at museums?
In general, there are a number of things are kept which reflect the ancient time. If we visit any historical monument, and that time we observe painting, weapons, as well as books related to history.
That's very true. Are there too many museums in your country?
Well, in my country has rich history, so there are hundred of museums which are preserving it. And if we visit any museum, so there are a number of things we watch about the observing about the history of at that place.
Do you think that museums are a boring place to visit?
In my perception, sometimes museums are boring, but it has a good way to gain knowledge about the history as well as about the tradition, because it helps to save a lot of time to gain knowledge at one place.
Fantastic. Now, few questions related to the use of headphones. Do you make use of headphones?
Definitely, I use headphones on a regular basis because I can easily attend calls, as well as I feel comfort when I listen any kind of music with the help of headphones.
Do you think that at public places people should make use of headphones?
Undoubtedly, it's a very good way to listen music as well as attend any call at the public places, especially on a bus station, with the help of headphones, because people easily contact with their friends.
And how important is branded headphones for you?
Well, I use branded headphones and it's wireless earbud headphones, and because its sound quality is quite good, and easily contacted with my cell phone with the help of Bluetooth.
Very interesting. That is the end of part 1 of this test. Moving on to part 2, I'll give you a cue card in a minute to prepare your answer. Then you have to deliver a speech for around 1 to 2 minutes. The cue card that you have to prepare is talk about an interesting neighbor. You should speak about who the person is, how well you know, and why he is so interesting. You can make some notes if you wish to, and your 1 minute preparation time starts now. Your 1 minute preparation time is over. Could you please start the answer?
Well, neighbors play an integral role in our lives as they are very closer rather than friends or relatives. Although I have a very strong bonding with my neighbors who live in my area, yet I like Simran the most. Actually, he is not only my neighborhood but also he is my classmate, and I spend a lot of time with him because I start my routine, daily routine, to go morning walk with him in a nearby colony park. Apart from this, and he is very good relationship with him and me, because during this time I share my personal problems related to related to my study, as well as I often talk about my class test. Moreover, the best thing about this person, he is very good in mathematics, especially I find very difficult this subject, so he helped me in polishing this subject as well as improving my mathematics skills, as well as in return I give him to provide a lot of training about badminton game, because I am very good in this game. So in the nearby park, nearby playground, I visited on a regular basis there, and I spend approximately an hour on this game and provide some particular skills to him about this game. Not only, but also he has a good quality which has every neighbor, such as he is very trustworthy as well as he is very honest person. So at the regular basis he visited at my house on the regular basis to make assignments as well as play some computer games. So my parents also like this person, so they encourage me to make this friendship in future. Interesting thing about this person, he have a profound interest to read books. He mostly prefer to read books related to wildlife as well as about history about this, and they also love to read travel magazines, so he get a lot of knowledge about other places, as well as they also research about other places, and in the free time I spend with him, and I use this time in a productive manner because I gain a lot of knowledge about different places from him. Overall, this
Okay,
person is...
You can stop. That's enough. Moving on to the part 3 of this test, where I will ask you a few more questions related to this similar topic. How good is the bonding among the community members in your country?
Well, in my country, people have no any good bonding with their neighbors. Actually, they have a hectic schedule. They spend a lot of time in their work rather than with their neighbors. Apart from this, the technology is progressing is also equally responsible for it, because they spend a lot of time on technological gadgets rather than spend with their neighbors.
That's true. Is it the same in rural areas as well in your country, or only in big cities?
To my mind, in a rural area, people have very good stronging with their neighbors because they have a lot of free time to spend with each other, as well as they have helpful nature. So definitely they have a good relationship with their neighbors. If I talk about the rural urban area, people have no any good relationship with their neighbors due to being over occupied.
Okay. How do you think the relationship among, or this bonding among the community members can be improved?
As far as I think that community should organize a number of events in the society, especially during the festival, which help to interact with each other, as well as they organize some special event such as marriage, and they invite to their neighbors on each other on these special events, which help to increase their relationship among the neighbors.
In what different ways neighbors help each other in your country?
Well, there are a number of situations when people, when neighbors help each other. It's no matter it's emergency or small matters. So, mostly in the to lending their vehicles, as well as borrow some amount of money from each other, and care of the pet or children is especially in the urban areas popular. Apart from this, and most of the neighbors are not hesitate to borrow any kind of thing, especially bowl of sugar.
Okay, yes, that's true. And sometimes the neighbors have conflicts with each other. What do you think are the reasons behind these?
Well, there are many issues which create conflict with the neighbors. First of all, noise is a major reason to conflict with neighbors, because some neighbors are hesitate when noise is quite energetic. At that time, they conflict with their neighbors as well as argue with their neighbor.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lakwinder. This is the end of your test. Wish you all the very best. So, I hope you follow the complete test, and now it is the time for you to tell me in the comment section where you think the student is still lagging or needs to improve, and what band score he can expect in the real exam. There one certain area that many students do not work, and I must say, Lakwinder, you also one of those, and it is pronunciation. You would find hundreds of words that are mispronounced during this speaking test. So on a given day, a student has to lose mark if not pronouncing the English words correctly. So a very important feedback for you is that you start working on the pronunciation, and it is very easy since you know that you are here and you can follow the way I speak. You can follow my videos on YouTube, and every time you listen to a word that I say that it's not pronounced correctly, you should get the correct pronunciation and work on it. It's not conflict, it's conflicts, right? So it can be the problem with the stress, it can be problem with the intonation, but it's very important you pronounce every word correctly. This is the end of the test, dear friends. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Are you sick and tired of taking IELTS again and again? Are you struggling to achieve your desired IELTS score? Do you agree that learning in batches is not doing any good to you? Don't you easily get captivated with cheap IELTS training offers? Now stop playing with your future and stop worrying as well. Grab your phone today and contact us for your IELTS test preparation to achieve your dream score, and we'll make it sure that you achieve it in your very next attempt with us.